Hello, everyone. I thought I'd jump on here right quick in between some shit, um, and let y'all know some things in the real shit message. All right. Uh, Energy is something fierce, ain't it? Currently. Uh, so a thing just happened. I guess you could call it a working. I don't really do workings like maybe other people do workings for myself, or even others, as people think about that, with candles and ceremonies and all that. I don't just not do it, but most of the time I'm able to do things just on a very consciousness type of level. I don't need a whole lot of things helping out. Anyways, I did a thing, and I've been very conscious and also cautious about my surrounding energies recently. It took me some time to decide what I wanted, and I'm still not very sure, but I did know that I wanted people out of my immediate field. I wanted people, um, honestly, like I just wanted to not be, I guess you could say, bothered or attached, or things attaching to me, or people rather. um I don't know. Anyways, I wasn't very clear. I was just like, cut it, kill it all. Is basically what I conveyed to the universe, and my entire inbox on my Facebook went blank. Literally everyone I was talking to, even like literally I was in the middle of conversations with some people, and everything just went blank. So be careful of what you are manifesting. Be clear with what you are manifesting, the works that you are doing, okay? But also, was it an accident? No. Okay? No, it wasn't. I meant what I said. It sucks, when you know what you have to do, but also, it's gonna suck. So energies are just amplified. Rose-colored glasses have come off. Most of you are likely in an energy of not dealing with a lot of nonsense, all right? Not giving things the benefit of the doubt. If they just don't make sense, they just don't make sense, okay? If something or someone is not coming correct, you're leaving it, okay? That's kind of where we're at. It's kind of where we've been. For some of us, it took longer to make the final decisions than others. For some of us, we're just kind of hanging back and letting things play out. For some of us, we're taking an active role. Some of us need to speak whatever we need to speak before we can move on. And some of us don't feel the need to say anything. It's all just going to depend, right? Downloads are coming through like crazy. Pay attention to your dreams, all right? Pay attention, play. Nobody's playing. Pay close attention to your dreams. They are amping up once again. They are bringing real messages. Also, make sure you're looking at the clocks for whoever that's meant for, because this is going to let you know if you're having trouble deciphering whether or not you are actually traveling in the astral, or you are just dreaming. If this is a dump dream, your subconscious working things out, or if it's actual prophecy and or traveling. If you're having trouble discerning those things, they're telling me to tell you to pay attention to the clocks, pay attention to the signs. You'll likely be getting signs within the dream that will immediately play out over the next 3 days. There's something very significant about the 3 days, likely having something to do with the merging of mind, body, and soul. If you've been conflicted and stuck, rest assured that energy is definitely letting up, okay? Give me something. Give me something. The world. Completed cycles. Done and done. Okay? Elevation is here. Elevation has been here. There were some things that needed to be left behind. You can't take it with you, right? It's not meant for you, or you can't hang on to it. And it might have been hard to let it go. All right? It might have just been hard to let it go, or really to just put your foot down, okay? There has been an overall in and out energy, and it's not necessarily that anyone meant to have an overall energy of in and out or hot and cold. It's like if I say I want this, right? And I do mean it, I do want it, I do desire it, but I'm not doing what it takes to get there, or I'm not allowing in what it would take to grow, or the opportunities or whatever, you know, because I'm kind of undecided, right? I know that I know what I want, I know what I need, but I also know that it's going to require some sacrifice and some work that maybe I'm not willing to put into the situation, okay? That's kind of where the energy has been. Well, now comes a time where that's dead and gone, okay? There's no more confliction about what is wanted in this space, all right? There's no more confrontation. If you were in argumentative energy with people before, it's like, no, I'm not going to argue about it. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. If you have a difference of opinion, that's fine, but I mean what I say, and I'm just going to put it out there. Or I'm just not going to say it at all, like I already said. You know, some people feel the need to say things for their own peace of mind or closure, and some just don't. Either one is okay. Three of Wands with the Eight of Swords, okay? What's been plaguing people is where do they go from here, okay? And how do they get there? The planning for the future is, it's a little sticky, okay? We're still in a little bit, not much, a little bit of that, you know, post-shadow period for Mercury retrograde. There's still some things that are heavy on the mind, but we are finding ourselves dwelling on it less and less, okay? A lot of things that we were wondering that you might have known on an internal or an intuitive level, but for whatever reason, you needed a sign, you needed proof, okay? Some of us need proof, and that's okay too. Well, you're getting it. And now to question whether or not that was your actual sign or proof is really counterproductive in this space. And I think you'll find that to be true for most of you. And you'll also find that you're going to start to question it and dwell on it less and less. All right. Make sure that your protection levels are up and increased, okay? Because there's a lot happening right now in the world, okay? There's a lot of little whispering bugs and spirits and manipulative forces that are still trying to come at you. And I say still trying to come at you because that's part of what was holding you back before, all right? But we have more of a handle on that. We're starting to recognize and notice things for what they are, and we are living in our truth, and that's just what it is. So these things, let me say this, these things that are coming at you, they have less of an effect, which means they're going to try harder, okay? The Devil. You're finding yourself trying to break away from things that have had you in a stronghold for a long time, okay? You're also possibly finding yourself in extreme work. You may even be bound to your work, which is totally understandable. If you're trying to get through some major shit emotionally, internally, healing, whatever, most of the time we find ourselves somewhat distracting ourselves with work, okay? Because it's what we can control. There's also a merging of our darker selves, okay? There's more of an acceptance of our darker selves as well, okay? The Magician coming out there, I'm telling you. There's more of an acceptance and a higher level of knowing when it comes to what we are capable of, and also the messages that we are receiving during this time, okay? The Judgment in the reverse position with the Chariot in the reverse position. Like I said, there was some delays, there was some indecision in the past, but that is fading away, all right? That is fading away. If nothing else, there are things being put on hold in the back burner while you continue to work on yourself and manifest what you know to be true for you and your future in a non-conflicted space, all right? Even if this means it's completely by yourself. Also, there's a heavy level of not letting people know your future plans, okay? And this can be hard, especially whenever you thought you were really close to certain people and you love to share with them, because it's human nature, and it's a lot of nature, not just human, to want to share joy and plans and future and happiness and conversation and feelings with other beings, okay? But I think you're finding that that's not kind of what time it is. And that can be hard just within itself to stay quiet, because it even can feel a little bit dishonest on some levels, but you're going to need to make peace with that, okay? Because everybody is kind of going through their own space of healing and rising to the occasion, all right? Once again, there's a delay, okay? Like I said, there's some things being put on the back burner, all right? Whatever hadn't come out before, whatever is still trying to stay in the dark, it's like, you know what? I may never know. I don't need to know. I know that I know. Those people that were needing proof and got half-assed proof or whatever it is, it's like you're either going to accept it or you're not. Either way, I see people moving forward and just either cutting it out and killing it completely, or just putting it on the back burner for now. And again, neither one is the wrong way to go, okay? Because ultimately what happens when you're in this devil and magician energy right here, the way I'm seeing it, the way it's coming to me, ultimately what happens whenever you're doing this much work on yourself, because remember, the devil is committed, it's all in, it's heavy work. It's Capricorn energy, it's very logical, it's very earthbound, okay? It's very materialistic, okay? Not in a bad way, but it's tangible. It wants something for the work that it puts in, okay? Nobody wants to be doing all this manifestation work and not see a return on it, all right? So when you're doing this type of work, you honestly have no way to go but up. So even if you haven't ended out things completely, and you're just kind of putting it on the back burner for now, if it's not showing you attention, I feel like you're not showing it attention at this point or soon, okay? And you really can't go wrong when you're in this energy, when you're just working on yourself. But I do see some delays as far as confronting some things, or things being confronted, or getting the answers that you believe you deserve, okay? Knight of Cups in the reverse position, okay? So like I said, something's been put on the back burner. There's a fog being lifted from the imagination space. Now, again, that could have something to do with Neptune. I think they told me Neptune is in retrograde in Pisces or something like that. Maybe Jupiter's in retrograde in I don't know. Something, okay? But there's a fight between the mind, the future, the soul, the want, the purpose, the path, what is wanted and what is really obtainable, okay? So again, there could be some things put on the back burner because maybe it wasn't what you thought it was. Maybe it's not moving at the rate or the pace that you thought or think it should be, okay? And again, you have free will is a thing, so you're able to change your mind. It's okay to change your mind, okay? Knight of Pentacles can sometimes do with taking an offer that was on the table back off of the table, okay? Or again, maybe just putting it on the back burner for now. Look at this. The Emperor, the Devil, the Magician, okay? The World, the Chariot, Judgment, the Moon. This is major space of elevation. This is a pivotal point, okay? This is no longer like a check-in point. This is shit or get off the pot energy. And it can be intense, and that's okay. Okay, Queen of Wands in the reverse position. I'm just feeling like with the Four of Wands, yeah, I feel like whoever this is, whatever this is, you're too busy to do anything but follow your divine path, all right? You're way too busy to do anything but to follow your divine path. Is that the sun? I don't know if that's the sun or the moon. It doesn't matter because they're both here, okay? I do believe that is the sun. And now you have the moon. So it doesn't matter. They're both here. Also working in the dark, okay? like I said over here, it's not time to plan. I mean, it's not time to share possibly your plans, okay? I am also seeing people get back out there, okay? I am seeing people get back out there because whatever happened in this space, some level of confidence and self-esteem was stripped, and you're getting that back. Look, King of Wands overlaying that. You're taking an active approach to getting that back. The Lover's in the reverse position with the Wheel of Fortune. You're taking a very active approach to get that back. Karma's coming. The wheels are turning. And it doesn't matter where you are on the wheel, okay? There's decisions being made, ultimatums being given. It's like, if you told me this, you need to show me. You need to rise to the occasion, and that's what it is. And if I told you this and I can't rise to the occasion, then that's what it is. It's happening, like I said, very swift, very fast. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position with the 8 of Wands in the upright. Okay, 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords. People are taking a break from things that look. It's right here. People are taking a break from things that are not serving them, okay? And they're acting very swiftly. The communication is there, but it's very abrupt. It's very blunt. I don't have time for games. I don't have time to play. Now, whether or not you want to admit that you're playing games, that's really not my problem. It's really not my problem, because I go forward in my divine path and my divinity either way. I'm either going to work on this with you or I'm not. You're going to work on it with me or you're not. But I go forward very fast, very swiftly, working on me no matter what, okay? Yep, time is of the essence. There are things shutting down and shutting out. There's opportunities shutting out for people. You know, for the ones that are extremely elevated or have shifted completely, and if I'm talking to you, don't ask me what that means, because if I'm talking to you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a timeline, and time is of the essence. There's a gap in time that will not be open for much longer. So whatever you're dealing with, if it cannot catch up, it has to be left behind. Now, they may not understand that's what's happening on a very conscious level, but on an unconscious level, they're fully aware, and it's their choice to make, all right? And they'll have to do it, okay? The stars, a long journey brings rewards. So for those of you feeling alone, you're not gonna be. You're going to be rewarded for doing what you're supposed to do, all right? For being, you know, having your heart in the right space. Look, honor and good luck. Stay level-headed, stay above, do what you're supposed to do, all right? Stay honorable, and you're going to be fine, okay? Your surroundings will undergo transition, absolutely. What I've been saying the whole time, the winds of change are here, and time is of the essence, all right? We're making big moves, okay? Whether this is on an energetic level or a material level, okay? The shield, you are safe from harm. Like I said, up your protection. Oh, we got to hide her. We got to hide her. The key. Locked doors can now be open. That's what I'm telling you. Now you're only going to be able to go so far while this gap's still being open. It's closing. Like I said, they'll get it or they won't. I don't know what else to say on that. Yep. Seduction, passion, and romance await. Okay, so for those of you, and unseen forces watch over you, all right? For those of you that are leaving a situation like a relationship, a romantic relationship, tired of waiting on somebody or whatever, it doesn't matter, because there's passion and romance that are awaiting on the other side. It's going to be somebody or something that much more matches your energy. It's elevated to the space or close to the space that you are, and it takes hold. Now, understand that whoever's on this side of it can still feel that, maybe not on a conscious level, but definitely on a subconscious or unconscious level. They're able to feel that. But we're not dragging anyone kicking and screaming anymore. You're either coming or you're not. Like, I have other things to do, okay? And there's a match. I'm here, a match made in heaven that's awaiting on this side. Let's get Big Daddy over here. Now, it isn't necessarily, yes, the card says romance, but seduction and passion don't necessarily deal with romantic situations, okay? It could even just be that you are finally in an intimate space and sort of, what do I want to say? Ooh, as the rain just starts pouring right there again, intimacy and, what is the word? A sensual energy within yourself, okay? Because especially, you know, you got that Queen of Wands in the reverse position. That's been stripped. Whether you allowed it to fade away, you allowed somebody to strip it from you, somehow you lost yourself. It doesn't matter at this point how we got there. What matters is that we're coming out of it. We're getting back out there, whatever that may mean to you, okay? The Eight of Cups. We're not just walking away from things. That's the thing that I think a lot of people are not understanding. It isn't about just leaving someone and walking away and killing the connections or killing the passion or killing the business or whatever. It's not about that. It's about taking the higher road. Okay, it's about walking away towards something higher. I can't sit down here and fuck with you no more because you're dragging me down. I can't do it. I gotta go. If you want to come with me, cool, but you got a limited amount of time before that door closes. It's already halfway closed, let's be real. And once it's shut and locked, there is no key to open that door. Not on that timeline. The Knight of Cups, again. The brother of the wild, okay? Calling in something. Calling in a proposal of some sort. Calling in spirit to help with the situation, okay? Going into your natural, nurturing self for you, giving yourself the proposition, giving yourself the opportunity, giving yourself the proposal. That comes up here in this higher road. And perhaps that Knight of Cups just isn't enough anymore if it's coming from an outside source, especially if you're still down here. If something or someone is trying to come with the Knight of Cups and you're still down here, you're walking away from it because the Knight is not enough anymore. For people that I'm speaking to, you've already shifted, baby. Timelines on timelines on timelines. And I'm not talking about the major time shift that we all just had. Let's don't even get into it. But that Knight is not going to be enough. You see they're bringing backup, and there's a lot of backup here. And hopefully this backup can help them shift to either a king, a queen, hopefully higher, an emperor, an empress. But let's be real, this energy that you're in, there's no name for it. There ain't no empress, no emperor. This ain't no magician. This ain't no high priestess. This is above that. This is above that. And that's the Knight of Cups simply just will not do anymore. Okay, the Devil, the Master of Lies. It almost wants to come in as a situation where you thought you had to stay. You thought you had to wait. You thought you had to, even if you did have to stay, even if you had an assignment, even if you had a purpose in this particular situation or whatever it is, you don't have to stop your growth to carry out your job, purpose, assignment, fulfillment, whatever, okay? And that was part of the lie. To get you to stay stagnant. You can do what you set out to do from up here. You're that fucking powerful. The Six of Pentacles, all right? The Sacred White Scale Bull. Yeah, Scale Bull. There has to be a return of energy. There has to be a match. There has to be a fairness. Okay? That's where you're at. And that's where you're going. It's reminding me of the shift that I had to make whenever I stopped doing readings for donations, because I would do a reading for any amount. First of all, I was doing them for free for many, many years. And then it came to a point where I had to start charging, and I wasn't comfortable with charging because I know not everybody can afford it, but many people need help. And it got to where I was like, just donate anything and I'll read for you. And then it got to a point where people were keeping me on the phone for 3 hours for $2 and didn't understand why they couldn't get a good job, why they couldn't get a good house, why they didn't have a car to drive, why nobody would settle into a relationship with them. And I started to realize, like, I cannot continue to, I became an enabler. Okay, that's what I felt like. I became an enabler because I was allowing these people to think that they could continue on in their behavior. Like, who the fuck works 3 hours for $2? Nobody that I know of. And it came to a point where you don't understand what's wrong with you, but you're putting in this amount of energy expecting magnitudes back, and here I am giving it to you, essentially enabling you to not move forward. You know, I've had to cut off people just within the past couple of years because I felt as though I was an enabler, right? They come with the same problems every single day. They continue to say that they want change, but they never actually make the adjustments to make the change, okay? Because many reasons. And I had to just straight up cut it off. You don't love me because you don't love yourself. And I cannot enable you in this energy. If it means I have to walk away, if it means I have to take the higher road and leave everything that I've invested with you or this space or this job or whatever, if it means I've got to leave it all where it lies and kill it like that, or possibly even keep an open available space but work from it from afar or up above, then that's what it has to be. Because I deserve something better as well. I deserve a return on my energy and investments. And this little pity ass night is not going to cut it. I mean, let's be real. The magician is barely going to cut it. In this energy that I'm looking at, that I'm talking to, that I'm about, I'm going to need something that's so far above. It's this mediocre shit. It's not where it's at. Okay, 5 of Swords. The white scorpion versus the black scorpion, okay? That's that David and Goliath energy. Just because you're more popular than me, just because you feel as though you're more desirable, you feel as though you're bigger, you feel that you're driving a better vehicle, you feel that you've gotten away with things, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. I'm showing this white scorpion here is coming in as an illusion. It's coming in as smaller. The way they're showing it to me, it comes in as smaller so that it's less of a threat, so that it can get closer, and then it releases its true form. Okay, the 8 of Wands. I got the 8 of Wands over here, 8 of Wands over here. The Moon. I'm telling you, there's a lot of reflection in this space, and it's happening very, very fast. And once you see, you cannot unsee. Okay? This is showering down. This is communicated very fast. These transitions are happening at freaking warp speed. The Shaman. Now that would be more of an energy that I would say, yep, with the Chariot, moving towards the truest nature, okay? The Shaman on the earth level, something that doesn't even have a label beyond that, but far beyond the Emperor, far beyond the Empress, far beyond the High Priestess, far beyond the Magician. This is manifestation at the speed of thought. Transformation faster than the speed of light. Elevation on a level that can't even be described. In every dimension, back and forth, to and from. Don't test me. That's what this is. And anything less will not be accepted. And not be entertained. Okay? It won't be entertained. You've been seeking. Here are your answers. You wanted to know about energy. You wanted to know about dimensions. You wanted to see for yourself that time doesn't exist. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. death. The metamorphic moth. Major transformation. That's what I'm telling you. Major shifting. Here it is. Here you are. Many forms. I'm talking to my shapeshifters too. You know who you are. All right. That's what I have for you. I love you very much. Thank you for being here with me. As always, let me know if you enjoyed the reading in the comments, and I will see you next time.